Hey, 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 welcome back. Welcome back to the Virgo channel. I'm going to do a quick reading for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid, roles could be reversed. Just interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also, know on this channel, I like to dive deep within the reading, so I do look at everything, but we take a lot more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play those karmic themes to help you understand why your person's doing what they're doing, why you're attracting this person into your life. I don't have a screen up because I have a client coming in a little while. And so, like I said, I wanted to jump on and do a video because I'm trying to manage my time better. As a highly sensitive person, I like to be comfortable. So I tend to give myself a lot of time in between clients and things, but I'm getting more and more busy and I can't leave like a 3 hour gap. I need 3 hours to recuperate, to be comfortable. And really, Spirit says, you don't need to be that comfortable. But I was so uncomfortable for so long from living in my trauma and living around people that were disrespectful to me and people that were just not kind. People that acted as if they were better than me, people that treated me as if, almost like I should have acted like a dog. And for a long time I lived that way without even being aware of that that's what I was doing. It's because, your environment creates your reality. You form habits and behaviorisms that are in alignment with whatever your environment is showing you. That's why it's so important to surround yourself with people that love you, that people that surround yourself with people that support you. I mean, my own family, imagine. I've written books, I've created so many things, and not a congratulations. That's psychological manipulation. It's almost like we are not going to acknowledge anything that you do because we are committed to seeing you as less than. And that says more about the people that act that way than it does about you. Just know that. It's taken me a lifetime to learn that. And I share that wisdom with you. People that need to project that they're better, are flawed. All right. Now, anyone that wants to enter into winning a free reading with me, you have to obviously be open to getting a shadow reading. You have to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always on the first card that I pull out, and it's the underlining energy that tells us why everyone's doing what they're doing. We want to know that for reasons that I said. People that wear masks, they create facades, illusions. We're not living their reality. We don't understand why people do what they do. We don't understand half the time why people are mean to us. A lot of times we actually trigger jealousy. And meanwhile, if you're coming from a place where you have a low self-esteem, you're just like, I don't understand why people don't like me. It's like I try and do the nice thing. I try and be nice. And the reason why is just because it's again, you don't know your power. So we're always having a relationship with spirit between the people and the situations and the experiences that come into our life. Really, I mean, that's how the universe grows you. And you might say, grow into what? Well, we're supposed to be learning that we're not separate from spirit through seeing ourselves through different perceptions, but we get stuck. We get stuck in a limited version of ourselves. And again, that's easy to do if you're surrounding yourself with people that want to appear better than you, right? Want to seem more superior than you. And they might, in their mind, say, well, I have more money, I have more education, I have, that's the ego. We're not our outside things. Now, the word of the video is look at this. Ooh, perseverance. See, it's like this Zoom, it says no filter. It's a lie. There's a filter because why is that blurry? And then it's not. Why is my bed blurry? So, but it's perseverance. I'm trying to do this fast. That's the problem. You try and do something fast and you go slower. It's just how spirit works. We're not in control. We're just in control over ourselves, not control over the environment. And the cards that come out, obviously. Lies. Lies and illusions. And that's what I'm saying. It's like I feel like you're surrounded. See, man, see how a spirit works? Always starts the conversation off with a little tidbit. And today it was a little tidbit about it using me, my story, as, a way of saying, hey, you will relate to this when again, you have got to keep going regardless of what the people in the environment are showing you. So I feel like for some of you, you're like, I just want to leave a relationship. And for others, you're like, I want to stay in a relationship. It's that you're being challenged and being challenged by your environment. So you have to be true to yourself. Understand that. You have to really love yourself in order to be true to yourself a lot of times. So it's telling me that you're in separation from somebody that is listening to lies and illusions, but it's not affecting you. And also I feel like this person, because they are being manipulated, they're actually trying to manipulate you again to create like a scare tactic. Like, I'm waiting for you to talk to me. If you don't talk to me, I'm gonna meet somebody else. Like just low vibe energy. But I feel like it doesn't matter because nothing is stopping you. Again, this person again forms a detachment. And I feel like when you first met this person, you were not in the energy that you are in now. And it doesn't mean that you were needy, but for some, emotionally needy because you weren't getting what you needed. And so giving this person too much time, energy. They felt that connection. And I feel like that's what you at one time needed to have like that love bombing. When they were in the love bombing phase, you were like, oh, this is great. But they came in that way. They come in that way to, again, emotionally throw you off your track. So it's again, codependency is about abandoning yourself. So something's going on in your life. Something's going to happen in your life. And there's a lot of people in your environment that don't want to see this happen for you. And understand that's why it's happening because the universe is saying, fuck you to every single person that's saying that to you. I just want you to know that. It's like whoever is wishing like your downfall or for you not to like get your blessings and I feel like it's a few people because you didn't have that. You weren't close to obtaining anything before you gave this person too much time and attention. So again, they want to hold back. They want to trigger you to get you to, really come to a place of disequilibrium is a place of imbalance. And it's through stressing you out. It's through stressing you out, and that's this person's tactic. But I feel like, it didn't work. I feel like what's happened is it's created so much time, and by you staying on your track, it's fed you more. You're like almost like too powerful. And people see this. People see this. And puts them in a place of fear because there's a lot of people that know that they haven't treated you right. There's a lot of people that were shady. There was a lot of people that have done things not from their true sense, even friends, I feel like, like so on some level, every single person that has surrounded you has contributed to making you feel not worthy, like tried to. And whether it was consciously or unconsciously, it doesn't matter. It means that there's been like that energy. So you're actually breaking a karmic like contract. And that karmic contract is keeping you in a place of limitation, is it keeping you stuck in a low vibration, is what I feel. So I understand everybody is panicking. Everybody's panicking because they see that you're going to obtain blessings. They see something's going to happen for you. And they also see that nothing, no matter what, is going to stop you. And the irony is the more that people throw shade, the more that that negative energy is going to bounce back onto them. Because the universe is like, enough, enough, enough. And so again, remember, it says in scripture, no one can stop you. Only you can stop you. But you're persevering and people see it. Again, the illusions, we're seeing it all over the place. So they smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers. That's this energy. That's that energy. Again, you're going to be getting attention, and this person likes to get the attention. So remember, you're surrounded by people that are on a low vibration, and they want to, be the ones that are seen with the glory, get the attention, because at one time the attention brought the money. So understand that what they see is, hey, you're getting a lot of attention. Blessings are coming your way, the money is coming your way. So again, this allows you to see yourself differently. That breaks that illusion. But understand, the universe is behind this. Like they can't take it. They can't take it. Now, let's see about this person. Well, I feel like they're shameful for being selfish, because you raising your vibration and not cursing them out and not calling them out on their behavior, not causing fireworks, but being in your own lane, well, it's forcing everyone to look at themselves. And it makes them feel very uncomfortable, because again, they see, well, you're doing your thing. You're not even watching what they're doing. You're not even caring what they're doing. And I feel like, when you allow a person to act the way that they want to act and it's shady, what winds up happening is, if you don't contribute to it by emotionally reacting and getting all caught up in it, well, now you're making people sit in their lap with the energy that they gave out. Because it only works if you're going to be, caught up in the drama, which is what this person sees. They see, wow, I came in trying to act this way to get what I wanted. And what they see is it backfired. It didn't make you strong. It didn't make you weaker. It made you stronger. And that's the whole thing. And so, this person wanted to tempt you, but understand, you kept your distance. You keep your distance. You don't. And the reason why is because this person played games in the beginning and they kept their distance. So them coming in and trying to tempt you now, what you see is it's a counterfeit. It's lust. The same thing with these people that want to come back into your life and be so nice and caring, and all of a sudden understand it's because you have the upper hand. It's because you're in the winner's seat and they don't like it. They don't like it. So, but you already know, and that's the thing. Once a person really shows you who they are, and it's like you're like the whole time you wanted to have an exit strategy, like you were always on your way out, like you were always looking to like be with someone else when I gave you the opportunity. It's like now again, you're stepping into your power, everyone's seeing it, you're getting accolades, and this person is like obviously having a heart attack because they know that they didn't treat you right. And hey, you didn't retaliate, you didn't react, you made them sit in their lap with the crap that they tried to give you. And what they know is like it was always a struggle. This person didn't give you emotionally at all, and they wanted to starve you out. Again, if I give you less and I ignore any accomplishment or anything that you actually go through on an emotional level, so you can have a death, you can have a birth, you can have a celebration where a victory, or you could have something tumultuous happen. We ignore you. No matter, you're non-existent. And so that is what is, again, emotionally, we're going to psychologically and emotionally try to manipulate you into making you feel as if you're less than and I'm more superior. So again, still what you're seeing is a lot of resistance from the people that are around you that are seeing this accolade. So remember, the ego is big. So the bigger they are, the harder they fall. That's the way that it works. Like, and so when it comes to this person, you triggered a lot of stuff with inside of them for them to, you know, be so upset that you're going to have your day, like something's going to happen for you. And what you see is like, look at this. They're just blocked. They have a lot of trauma from past life. So it's like they're just coming all the time on a low vibration. They just try to strategize and manipulate. Remember, this low vibration, this is why this person can't really be happy for you. And the irony is that it doesn't mean that they don't have feelings for you, but understand that feelings would really be on a low vibration, meaning of lust, not of unconditional love, because this person is fragmented. And understand what happened was because they were, and you clearly saw it because listen, your determination and to be like, not let anyone stop you, persevere regardless. But what do you think happened? You raised your vibration and then you wound up like feelings like come and go. Like it was like almost like the passion started to go, and the passion from this person started to go because they remain in their ego, like they're sitting back almost like wishing you bad, wishing that things aren't going to happen for you, trying to come in and figure out how they can throw you off your track, because hey, they don't want to see something happen for you, because then they have to actually look at themselves and take responsibility. And that's everybody. If you're creating a different reality for people to look at, well, it's going to make them feel very uncomfortable because the reality that they wanted to perceive for themselves, again, was much different. One that put them in the winner's seat, one that makes them feel more superior. And if you're showing them something different, what you're going to show is a lot of anger. So, again, where these people wanted you to have fear, obligation, and guilt. Okay. Like, and that's this person too, almost like you should be fearful. And if you're like that, you're not going to make it. And then if you're not fearful that you're going to not succeed, then I would want you to again feel obligated, and where I guilt you into taking care of my needs again, because at one time that was your energy. So the determination is the fact that spirit's inside of you, seeing, and there's this fire inside of you, and the passion that was once for this person has now onto whatever it is that you're doing. And this person feels that, and they also see the results from it, and they're not liking it. But it's also not just them. There's other people that aren't liking it. So again, this person wants to really come into your life like a whirlwind. Again, get caught up in the emotion, like through the love's disguise. It's again because it's really triggering them that like, wait a minute, I'm not in a good space. And here it is, you're showing me a different reality than what I perceived. I perceived that you were going to come in here and feel obligated to take care of me, to want to be with me, or to be fearful that I would leave you so you wouldn't leave my side, regardless of the little breadcrumbs that I gave. And what you're doing is you're actually making a life for you. You're determined to have a better life without me. And you look fine. And everybody is looking around and that's what they're seeing. And they're pissed off about it. It's like they're having an awakening. It's like all of a sudden it's dismantling outdated ways because you're saying not today, not today, not any day. It's almost like you have an epiphany of, oh, wait a minute, this is what these people are all about. And understand, Spirit says, well, you were coming from a low vibration and you didn't know that. It wasn't that you weren't loving and kind, but you were so loving and kind to everyone else except for yourself. And God lives inside of you, Spirit lives inside of you. So you must love God first by loving yourself first. And Spirit said, you abandon yourself. This person and all these other people wanted you to abandon yourself. And that's what happened. They wanted you to, again, not to have barriers. Again, where you created barriers because you're like, I don't trust you people, you know? And so the people now, they're like seeing shit's happening for you. And what they see is that they miss their chance to actually really capitalize on it. And I say capitalize on it only because these people don't, they would have came back in and they would have pretended that they were friendly. They would, they smile in your face, but all the time they want to take your place. Like that's the energy there. And so they wasted a lot of time. So it's like, this person's is not going to be able to come in and sweep you off your feet again with all this passion. They're not going to be able to do that. And that was their thing. They would have had to have to spend the time to nurture you. So it's almost like they don't know how to like approach the situation. And that's also a good thing. But so that's why the only thing that these people can really do is psychically try to make you feel a certain way. But that would only work, again, if you felt that way. And the thing is, you don't. And you don't because the whole time you've been persevering. You've had people try to come in. You've been challenged. The universe has challenged you several times and you've passed the test. So saying you're going to get what you deserve. And these people are going to get what they deserve too. Because the whole time they weren't thinking nice. The whole time they were thinking, not nice things. So what comes around goes around because your focus wasn't on, oh, I'm going to put it back onto you or I'm going to do that. No, no, no. It's understand when you hold on to anger and resentment and bitterness and all that's you're drinking the poison. So they're focused on you the whole time, wanting to see your downfall. What happens to them is they actually manifest their downfall. Because Spirit says, well, you know, that's why they don't like it. Because it's like, why do you look so good and I don't? You don't deserve to have that. It's like, who are you? Again, you're showing them a different reality. That's pissing these people off. But God's saying, you got to look in the mirror because whatever mirror you looking in, that's like a fun house because you're not, you ain't that. You ain't not that, you know? So the first inner child wound card that we pull out is outdoors and nature. Neglect. Wow. Self-sabotage. Shame. We understand why you attracted this person, organized chaos, why this person and these scenarios into your life. We see why. We see why. Ooh, it's magic. That's a gift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we say, why did you attract these people and that karmic person into your life? And the reason why is because the inner child wound, when we go through a traumatic experience in childhood, we don't logically know. We intuit it and we feel the emotional vibration. And that makes an emotional imprint on the subconscious mind. And that makes us a magnet for the experiences that come into our life. So I feel like you grew up again being psychologically and emotionally neglected. And outdoors in nature means to the point that you didn't feel connected to anything, not your physical body, not the physical world, not God, not anything, just kind of like to yourself, like because of the trauma. And I say that because you were like shamed to the point of self-sabotage, like you're not deserving. You're not deserving because you're bad, because you're not good enough. There's not enough. You're lacking. It's against keeping you in a place of victimization, again, making you feel as if you're not worthy. So that was the energy that you were brought up in. And that is why, my friends, that you attracted people that actually think that they're superior where you aren't allowed to be vulnerable. Oh no, that requires to feel safe. And it means that at one time, if you were vulnerable, it was used against you. It was used against you. So there was betrayal at such a young age with a parent. And that was through psychologically and emotionally neglecting to the point that that child felt shamed, felt like there was something wrong with them. And so that energy was that imprint energy you were still holding on to, but understand the child that survives thrives because God is always inside of us and protecting us. As long as we're in alignment with the laws of God, the laws of love, the laws of nature, and the laws of the universe, because they're all the same thing. And so you are in alignment. These people are not. Again, the environment wanted to create the illusion that you weren't good enough. And so again, but the magic is that it's the God that resides inside of you that allows you to persevere, that allows you to keep going. So Spirit says, so this is why you attracted those people and this karmic. So we have to say again, what do we do with the negative energy? Because even when we get rid of these people and that karmic, well, we're kind of like a little pissed off. Like, what do we do with it? Because we just can't get rid of negative energy. And Spirit says it's creative energy. That's why no one can take what's yours because again, the psychic mind allows you to create it, but that emotional energy, when it's channeled and it's not squandered on playing games and saying, I'm going to fight back and I'm going to fool you and I'm going to do this. It's like you're letting the universe take care of it. So these people are actually fighting against God because God's the universe and the universe is laughing at them, saying it's like, well, you can put all that shit out to that person all you want, but it's only going to come back at you full force. Because again, you're holding on to negativity. You're holding on to a lower energy. That person's not affected because their mind isn't even there. They're persevering. They know who they are. You can't show them an illusion. And that's why Spirit's saying it's like you did your work. So you passed this test. Tenfold, tenfold. The Spirit says it was all about loving yourself. What did I tell you? You're deserving. You're loved. You're good enough. You don't need to be shamed. People, again, wanted to make you feel like, again, that you weren't worthy. And at one time that worked. So Spirit says the test was all about loving yourself, not abandoning yourself, and to now harness all that energy and the vitality to help you, powered by the divine. What did I tell you? It's again, Spirit saying all that emotion now, channel it towards your purpose because I'm right behind you. You're co-creating with me, the universe is saying. And I'm that magic. I'm that magic that can transcend the limitations of the mind. That if you can imagine it, you can create it, and everybody's watching, and everybody's seeing, and everyone's getting angry because they can't do a damn thing about it. And Spirit says, I will display my glory through the most broken, and I will also show your glory in front of all your enemies. That's what Spirit says. So take time to tap in and make a space, sacred space, to connect to the God inside of you. Again, because it doesn't matter what goes on outside of you. It only matters what goes on inside of you. The kingdom of heaven's inside of you. If you can imagine it, you can create it. Again, be in that space. Yes, it will require unshakable faith. But understand faith is a bridge that connects you to what you sow, to what is reaped. So again, you have to believe that transformation is coming. It's that you're turning all this adversity, all this fears into strengths. And then you're again channeling that into profound change. You're stepping into your power because now you know your truth. And that's scary for a lot of people. They're like, oh, we weren't very nice. We didn't treat this person very nice. The Lord says, no, you did not. No, you did not. And we leave off with one more message from the universe. The voice of the heart. Silence the fear in you and discover the voice of your heart. The fruit of these words guides you. Trust the song of your soul. Your intuition leads you on the path of light. So again, be true to yourself. Understand that. When you're true to yourself, you are on the path to light. Because again, that's the number one relationship that you should have. The relationship with yourself. The relationship with God that's inside of you. That loves you more than anything. That supports you. That will protect you, regardless of who and what wants to take you down. Again, no one can stop you. Only you stop you. This is a good reading. I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.